Now to a major legal setback for Donald Trump. A federal court ruled unanimously that the former president is not immune to prosecution in the federal case accusing him of trying to overturn the 2020 election. Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas has the story. Good morning, Pierre.
George, good morning. Today, the appellate court is rejecting at every level Donald Trump's claims of complete immunity and is saying his trial for alleged election interference can move forward. This morning, a three-judge panel, two appointed by a Democratic president and one by a Republican, has issued a blunt, unanimous ruling. Former President Trump is not above the law. The court writing, "We cannot accept that the office of the presidency places its former occupants above the law for all time thereafter." The judges had signaled their skepticism of complete presidential immunity in a January hearing.
Could a president order SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a political rival? That's an official act in order to SEAL Team 6?
He would have to be and would speedily be, impeached and convicted before the criminal prosecution.
Trump has maintained that in order to do the job effectively, a president must have complete and absolute immunity.
You're going to have to allow a president, any president, to have immunity so that that president can act and do what he feels and what his group of advisors feel is the absolute right thing.
But in rejecting Trump's claim of immunity, the court made clear that the allegations that he tried to illegally block Joe Biden from being certified as president could be serious potential crimes. The court writing, former President Trump's alleged efforts to remain in power despite losing the 2020 election were, if proven, an unprecedented assault on the structure of our government. He allegedly injected himself into a process in which the president has no role, the counting and certifying of the Electoral College votes, thereby undermining constitutionally established procedures and the will of the Congress. Trump attacked the court's decision, calling it a nation-destroying ruling that cannot be allowed to stand. George?
Okay, Pierre, thanks very much. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. What an emphatic ruling.
It was a rebuke of every single argument that Donald Trump's legal team had made and every argument that Donald Trump has been making publicly. It was unequivocal in saying that there is no way that the president can have complete immunity based on any action that he took as president. And their position was, well, unless he's been impeached and convicted. And the court saying, in effect, that doesn't make any sense.
There's no way this is going to be overturned. The only question now is, where does it go next? How long does it take?
It's all about the clock at this point. Remember, there's a trial waiting to happen, right? This is an appeal during a trial of Donald Trump that Jack Smith's team has brought. The question is, when does it happen? It was scheduled for March 4th. It's now been delayed by that trial judge pending this ruling. But now the question is, where does it go from here? The court has tried to hamstring a little bit Trump's team with regard to the timing, saying, look, if you appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court, you got 6 days to do it. You do that, we'll pause the case. Question one there is, how long will the Supreme Court take? They could take whatever time they want.
Will the Supreme Court take it?
Right, but I mean, even in allowing the arguments, how long will they give each side to make their arguments? But option two would be asking this appellate court, remember, this is just 3 judges from this appellate court, they could ask the whole court to hear the case. If they do that, though, the court is saying you are now risking the trial court resuming its process here.
So bottom line, have the odds increased that the trial happens before election, or do we not know?
It's about the same. I mean, I think it's going to be tough to believe that this trial is going to happen before the election, in particular because the Justice Department has this policy of nothing within 60 days of the election. So that moves the time frame even back, I think, a little further.
We will see. Dan Abrams, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.